What's up, YouTube? I figured I would take a minute to talk to everybody about my experience with GLP-1s. Keep in mind, I'm not a doctor. This is just my experience, my tips. So yeah, with that, let's get into it. So the reason why I decided that I was going to start a GLP-1 or Ozempic, as it's more popularly known, I was constantly tired, low energy. It was affecting my GPing, my content creation, and just my overall daily life. I kind of felt like I was just existing and not really living. So basically I went in, got some labs done with my PCP. They informed me that my cholesterol was like up over 700 and the normal range is 200. So it was not good. I was a walking heart attack. So yeah, I had to do something, and I had to do something quick. I came across another PCP doctor that was prescribing it. So I went in, got my normal lab work done, just to make sure that I was even eligible to be able to do a GLP-1. That came back clear. So I was set up to start doing my shots. So at this point I had already gotten to the mindset that I wanted to eat clean and get my diet under control and change my lifestyle so that I could be more active and create content and not be, laying in the bed or worried about food. So it kind of all worked out really well for me personally. Starting out, I didn't really have any major side effects. I did hit some bumps in the road where I had to learn some things, and I learned very quickly about those things. I learned that fried food, processed foods make me sick. So that was a real quick motivation for me to not eat those things. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I never do or never had, but it just kind of motivated me to eat it less and less and less. So with that, I learned how to respect how my body responded to food and adjust my diet and lifestyle accordingly. Started to pay attention to how the food made me feel, not just how it tasted. I kind of had to learn that food is a way to nourish the body, not just something we do. So getting over that and changing that really was a hard step for me. But just remember, you're going to slip up. That's part of it. It's part of learning. It's part of growing. It's part of changing your lifestyle. This isn't something that just happens overnight. It takes a while. You're going to eat something that you shouldn't, but what matters is really that you get back on track, and the slip-ups become less and less as time progresses on. Because it's about changing your lifestyle, and that's the main thing. It's not, I can't ever eat this again. You can, just in moderation. And by moderation, I don't mean 3 times a week or 4 times a week. I mean a couple times a month maybe. That's moderation. And so it's not about perfection. It's about mindset, motivation, and momentum. As long as you keep all of those up, you'll progress. The 2 biggest things that I learned from this for sure is protein. Protein. You have to get your protein in, and it's hard. Some days you don't hit it. Some days it feels like you just can't. What I found was Fairlife protein shakes. I prefer the 42-gram protein shake, but if I can't find those, I'll do the 24 or the 30. Those really help to get your protein in. Me personally, I would have 2 to 3 a day just to help make sure that I got my protein. The other thing is Oikos 000 Greek yogurt. That helped me a ton. So you can use those things to kind of get your protein levels up. The other thing that you really can't go without, and it's super important, I know because I learned from experience, is fiber. It is absolutely essential that you get your fiber in. I learned the hard way, like I said. Do not mess around with this. The last thing you want is to get backed up and have it all want to come out at once. It is not fun. It is not pretty. I thought I was going to have to call the paramedics one day because it was not a fun thing. So make sure that you get on a good solid, no pun intended, solid fiber supplement. And that's kind of a non-negotiable really. So those are my 2 biggest tips. The other thing, exercise is another big one. You don't have to add this right away. I didn't add it right away. I waited until I dropped probably 20 pounds, I think is what it was, before I started exercising. And it starts the process a lot. It makes the process start a lot faster. You start to notice a lot of really big changes really quickly. Once I started my exercise, it really changed everything for me. It was a huge turnaround. My energy came back, my mood improved big time. And not only that, it helps you build a good habit for when you're off of the medication. Whereas, like, you know, for me, I've been off for 2 weeks and I haven't had any weight come back. So it's building a habit to keep you going, and you're not necessarily losing weight, but to keep maintaining where you're at. So I think it's crucial that you add this step so that you change your whole lifestyle, because that's what it's about. And so basically my goal was to hit 180 pounds. I started at 264. I made it down now to, like, I think I'm at 177, 76, somewhere in there. It wasn't a magic drug. It wasn't a magic cure. I used it as a tool, which I think is its intent. It's a tool to help you change your lifestyle. That's why I say, you know, you learn what you can eat, what you can't eat. And it kind of changes your mindset from how you were to, you know, how you want to live. If you want to live healthy, you want to be able to go out and do things. Me personally, I wanted to be able to go out and do things. So it's a tool to change your lifestyle overall. So it helped me build better habits, change my mindset, and get me back into doing things that I love. Like I said, jeeping, creating, and living with energy. So if you're considering it or just starting out, my word to you would be, you know, you have to do the work still. It's not going to do it for you. Listen to your body and make the changes. Don't just, you know, think of it as, oh, I'm losing weight, I can eat whatever. That's not going to work, because as soon as you come off of it, you're going to end up back right where you were at. And then it's kind of a waste. You're going to mess up sometimes. You're going to, you know, it's not going to be perfect. But like I said, as long as you pick yourself up and keep moving on and learn and grow, you'll get to where you need to be if you just keep showing up. This isn't a weight loss thing. It's a total lifestyle reset would be my message. But anyways, that's my soapbox for today on GLP-1s. I figured I would get on here and share with you guys my story.